Kim, and today I'm going to be reviewing about the Milanote, which is one of the three tools that I've done for my individual research project for potential useful tools for students. So, as an overview, Milanote offers numerous amounts of options to form different types of storyboard for individuals. Milanote offers different templates such as project plans, such as advertisement pages, different types of storyboards. But I felt like the project plan would be the most likely to be related for the educational environment that we would have in a school. So I decided to go with this project board. As you can see, it offers different elements such as about the project. You can also have different checklists, and you can also design the project plan itself too. You could put in a graphic like I did. You could also have different ideas and work in progresses. So let's talk about the key features. So Milanote provides many interesting steps to customize the storyboards, as three of the most important things that I found important in the project planner was the creative brief, tasks, and the work in progress. As you can see, I was able to go into creative brief, and then I was organizing my work that I have done for my project before. Um, and I included screenshots of the visual graphics of the related contents that I was working on for the projects. And then for the tasks, I wrote down what I need to do, what I've done already, and what I am currently doing. And you're also able to finish the checklist on that part so that you can actually track your own workload and then find out what needs to be done or what's already done. And finally, there's a work in progress page that you can also make where I've put in the PowerPoints that I've made for three different types of tools that I've done for my individual project, and I was able to set it down and even compare it between each other and find out which would be the most suitable for me to introduce to the class about which tool is going to be the most realistic. So, in an educational setting, I feel like Milanote can actually be really useful when students are actually trying to complete a whole project, because Milanote is able to guide the student from the start to the end, and also it offers different options to like a checklist or a to-do list so that the student doesn't really fall behind, or the student can track themselves if they're going through the right route, and then if they are not, they can always edit or they can always change their routes, and in order to reach a final outcome that they would be satisfied with. And if you look at the top left, that's the Xmine tool that I've tried researching for the first part of my project. And then this Xmine tool actually helps a lot too, but unlike the Milanote, it only offers one type of step. So I'm not really able to compile different elements into one storyboard like I can do in a Milanote. Xmine is only able to do one task, where in this case, on the top left, I made a to-do list of what I would be doing for the project. And if you look on the right top side, you'll see a Poplet page that I've done for my second part, for my second option research tool for part one of my individual project. And then Poplet actually only focuses on brainstorming. And while brainstorming helps, but Poplet is only offers brainstorming, so you're not really able to jump into the next step by only using Poplet. As you can see, I've organized the more important parts. I've organized the first preliminary steps of my project, and you'll be able to see these two graphics in the presentations that I will be submitting later on. But yeah, if you look at the main screen on the bottom, this is what my Milanote page. I was able to include both of these actually into the project plan storyboard itself. I was able to make a to-do list. I was able to put in a graphic that I've brainstormed about a subject or a project that I've been working on. So in an educational setting, Milanote does it all. So let's talk about the benefits and limitations. Benefits, Milanote, I would have to say, is one of the most detailed storyboards that I've seen. It also could be really visually attractive if the user is able to pull out the full potential of their designing abilities. And it can also actually include PowerPoint and Word documents, leave aside images and videos. It also contains a checklist, like I've been repeating myself. It lets the users track themselves so that they don't go out of track on the project, or also they can also check where they're at in order to find out what kind of outcome that they can have on the project itself. The limitations of Milanote is probably that individuals they need to actually read the instructions before using each devices in Milanote because they could be very confusing. They don't really have any type of big instructions, or it's not really easy to guide through like Poplet was. Poplet was more like of a brainstorming tool, so you just have to add like a word bubble and that would be it. But Milanote, it was a little bit different where you need to know which device you're adding, and then also like I wrote down there, you also need to dig in deeper a little bit to find the right options and the right device that you want to have for your storyboard. So that was probably one of the limitations that I thought this tool had. So finally, the observation and insights. I would probably say that while there are more options that focus on one element or option, like how the Poplar focuses on brainstorming and how Xmind focuses on one purpose like a to-do list, syllabus, note taker, Milanote, it's able to do it all. And Milanote looks like one of the most reasonable and realistic systems when students are doing an academic project. Like for example, like a to-do list or like a syllabus, like Xmind and Poplet tasks, students can actually do it themselves, like on paper, pretty easily, or they can just do it in like a Google Drive or a document. But Milanote, it kind of offers something more. You're able to track yourself. You're able to start from the start, and then you can also continue that storyboard until the end of your project. So you can have a brief overview and like a detailed overview at the same time. Milanote also offers very good compatibility with different systems like Microsoft Word documents, PowerPoint, and videos. So people, if they want to add supporting details onto their projects, they're really easily able to do it just by dragging on to the storyboard from your computer. So in conclusion, like if people actually, individuals, people actually take time to master and learn the Milanote, I believe that Milanote is probably one of the most realistic and visually appealing tool that students can actually use. Thank you.